So here we are at the entrance to the house, and we have moved everything out of the living area of the house and staged it all here in the garage to be off to the upholsterers to be get repaired, to wood people to be refinished. Up above you'll see the train table, and we have all of the HO trains. We have our original desks that Larry and I studied at when we were wee sprites, and the original bedroom furniture that we had, etc. So this is the garage. In the garage you have an entry to the house, but we'll not go that way. We'll go in through the front door. Okay? So just this last week the gate knob broke, and I started a compost pile. We're composting in place, and last year that big plant, elephant ears, giant elephant ears, wasn't even there. This year it is as tall as the brick, and it's flowering. Let me come in close so you can see the flowering giant elephant ears. And apparently they do fruit as well, but I haven't ever seen it flower, much less fruit, so we'll see. So all of the windows in the house are going to get replaced with double argon filled blah that we're still deciding on. But the house is 1/3 glass, and as you can see, they are very tall windows, and not a single window opens. Only the doors in this house open. We're going to be covering the teak paneling. As you can see, we've started that process already to protect the teak as we do all this rest of this wood. The terrazzo floors are going to be refurbished. And this is the living room. Teak paneling throughout the house. The plan, and more windows, more windows, more windows, more windows. I actually found the artist Sleepy Reed who made this painting, and he is 94 years old and still paints during the work week. Amazing. 5 days a week he still paints. So hopefully we're going to get a feel for the value of this wonderful Sleepy Reed. It's called Bird and Worm. Coming around and looking up, you'll see the teak paneling and this wonderful post that's in the middle of the floor, and we're trying to decide at this point whether it's in the budget to put a beam across here so we can get rid of that column. We may or may not. And then this is the dining area with the terrazzo floor. This is going to turn into a French door looking out onto the pool and the backyard. And then we're coming into the kitchen. The pocket doors all work just fine, which is totally amazing to everyone we've talked to about it. Of course, the old wall phone is gonna go, but all of the cabinetry functions perfectly, and I love the wood grain look of this Formica, so the Formica is going to stay. Now, the countertops, on the other hand, the bittersweet orange of 1965 has got to go. So we're looking at new Formica as opposed to any other surface, because oh my goodness, this Formica has lasted so beautifully and worn so well in over 50 years. Some very cool stuff, and please excuse the wreck that the kitchen is, but the built-in for foil and wax paper and saran wrap, built-in spice cabinets on this wall. Let's see, all of the Lazy Susans still spin beautifully. Yeah, 3 shelves high. All of the shelving is Formica lined inside as well as outside. And now coming around the kitchen, space for the refrigerator, the cabinetry for the stove top is still in great shape, but we do need a new stove top and a new double oven. The griddle is a Wells griddle, and Wells is still in business, so we know we're going to be able to get the parts we need to get that back up and running, and that's very exciting to me. And again, built-in spice rack above, a great vent and vent hood with cabinets that are just fabulous. We've decided to keep this wall the way it is and put a freezer here like it originally was, and then we're hoping to have enough money left in the budget to do some sort of organizational and fancy pantry shelving here. This is an interior kitchen, so even during the brightest of days, the kitchen light would have to be on when you came into the kitchen. So we're going to put a solitube right where this light fixture is, I believe, that will bring sunlight into the kitchen and fill the kitchen with light so you don't have to turn a light on during the day. So the breakfast room wall is going to come out, and that is a load-bearing wall as well. The beam that'll be put in here is either going to be just a beam that goes across to the bar area, or it's going to be a T here at the doorway, which means that we could redo the design of the doors that lead out to the pool. So the idea currently is that we would have 2 French doors on this side as well, and that may change and end up being window panel and French doors down the road, with a doggy door for Zigzag and every future dog that comes to live in our household as well. So this wall's coming out. The bar is going to only be a half wall, so the upper part of this wall is going to disappear. Ceiling is going to come out, and it's going to be raised up to be the same height as the rest of the ceiling. We're going to get a new attic access ladder right there. And so we're very excited about being able to open this all up so that from the kitchen you will see all the way into the den. This will be a wraparound bar countertop so people can sit and enjoy watching and talking to the bartender, whoever's behind the bar at that time. All of the teak paneling is going to be re-oiled and refurbished. We're possibly going to be changing these closet doors into a barn door design so they slide instead of open out and take up room space. This is going to be 1 new window instead of 3, and again, this will be a French door. We're saving all this teak paneling that's going to be coming down to be reused in another area. So that'll be exciting once we figure out just how much spare we have. And now for the laundry room. This cabinet is pretty much wasted, so that's going to come out, as well as the sink coming out. And we were able to get the sink from Larry's laundry room in Memorial. This is a very deep sink, and it is cast iron. So they don't make them like this anymore. I'm very excited. There's its stand, and the washer and dryer will stay and be put back to good use. This cabinet is going to be taken out so that we can re-floor and then put back in, and this cabinet will stay. And I don't know whether we're going to salvage this cabinet, maybe to go in the garage or something new, or maybe, I'm not sure. We're still working on that plan. Okay, so as we move around, the terrazzo comes all the way to this hallway from the garage. So the linoleum floor is going to be replaced with new linoleum that's a much lighter color to brighten the house. This is the electrical room with the breaker box and some good shelving, place for a good cabinet right here. And then this is what used to be the guest bedroom. which is probably going to become the magic room, and huge closets everywhere in the house. This has been stripped down to concrete floor, and with the new city code, we have to have windows that open or a doorway here, so we're still trying to decide if we're going to do a casement window or whether we're going to do a single door out to this area. And then Larry's bedroom growing up, that's his window, same thing there. So entering the guest bathroom, we have a different color terrazzo floor. We have the teak cabinetry, and all of the wallpaper is going to be pulled off and then resurfaced and painted. And then this leads you into the guest potty, and there's a pocket door here. Let me spin around. The pocket door totally functions, and it latches tight. So if we have company, whoever would be sleeping in either of these bedrooms would be able to keep the guests from coming all the way into their bedroom. And that is my blue potty that matches the blue sink, that matches the blue sink, that matches the blue tub. And the shower stalls are all terrazzo lined as well, and they're going to be all cleaned up and sealed. And then these wonderful shower doors that I really like, but Sean does not. We're going to keep for a while, and then we'll decide down the road if we're going to replace them at all. And then we're coming into my bedroom from when I was growing up, and this is going to be a French door, or possibly a French sliding door, so only one side would open. And then we're going to build an arbor outside this doorway, and this is where we plan on growing our kiwi and passion fruit. So great big bedroom. We need new closet doors, and these are the new closet doors. I am very excited that we found these. We found these at the Habitat for Humanity store. As you can see, lovely door panels. They're hollow doors, so they're not heavy, and they'll be able to run on a track. So some of them we might mirror, and the rest of them are probably going to get underwater photos where they look like they're already ready, matted and framed kind of effect. Let me pull back here so you can see that. That's going to be very cool. So we got 30 doors. That should be more than what we need. And we're going to keep the look and feel of the mid-century modern, they call it now. So my Tiffany glass lamp that drops down and raises back up is going to stay. I'm hoping that we will be able to refurbish the Bogan intercom system. Let's see if you can hear this. That can buzz somebody in the front door from anywhere inside the house. This is such a huge house that we don't want people waiting at the front door or giving up before they leave. So this closet right here in the hall is going to get sheetrocked on this side, and the shelving is going to be inside the bar instead of outside in the hallway. We're down to concrete floors in all the bedrooms, and so we're probably going to be carpeting all of those rooms, but possibly we'll do a bamboo or cork floor in this room that leads out to the atrium area. And this wall we have a really good plan for, and hopefully we're going to be able to do it. The idea is to have a linear radial fill, starting with a very light blue, like you're at the surface of the water, and as you come down the wall, it'll go to darker and darker and darker until you've got a dark blue down at the bottom. And then we will hang quite a few of our underwater photos here. We also plan to put a solar tube in this hall, so again, you don't have to turn on a light to come down the hallway. Speaking of lighting, let's talk about the low voltage lighting control system that is going to be completely upgraded so that each switch has a digital address, so that as you enter and leave any room, you turn off the lights you're leaving and turn on the lights you're going into. So that's going to be fun to have refurbished. And at the end of the hall, going into the master, that will probably be an underwater scene on canvas on those doors. So let's go look at the master. This is the first closet in the master bedroom that we talked about. We're gonna put a canvas of underwater scene, and this is the master bedroom. It's nice and huge. This window again is gonna not be 3 windows, but a single frame, but 3 wide. So we can't put a door here because the pool's just a matter of inches away from this wall. So we're gonna be cutting a new doorway right here at the wall to the bathroom so that we have the ability to get outside from the bedroom. So I'm gonna lose a little bit of my huge closet, but I'll be okay with that. And then we come into the master bath. Yet a different color terrazzo, mirrored door, pink sinks, teak door to the medicine chest, another closet that's nice and huge. Let me close this door so you can see how nice this is. Goes all the way up with shelves and a tie rack on this door. Not that Sean's gonna need that many ties on a rack, but Dad sure did. And then the pink potty and the wonderful shower stall, terrazzo in the shower stall, and a shower seat, yay. And then on through here is the dry sauna bath. It's big enough for about 8 people to be in. It's really comfortable. And we'll just be checking out the heating control to make sure that that works real well. And these walls are all cedar, but there's no light to turn on in there for us right now, so you're just gonna have to trust me on that one. Another thing I want to show you is that the shower has a double shower head for the short one like me, and a tall one. This was Larry's bedroom growing up. Again, we've got the carpet and padding all pulled out. Looking to see what the existing insulation and is behind the sheetrock, so we've got that corner pulled out. Again, we have a very nice size room, and here's the closet, so it's gonna need closet doors. Yay, we got our closet doors at Habitat. And in his bathroom, this terrazzo is to the grays, his own coloration, a gray toilet that matches the gray sink, and a closet in the bathroom, big closet. Dad was all about being comfortable when you had to sit for a while, so every bathroom has a recessed into the wall toilet paper holder and magazine rack. So that's always fun to have reading material when you gotta go, you gotta go. And then again, the terrazzo goes all the way through to the pool bath. This is the back door of the house, and it's a white potty and a white sink. And this cabinet's just for mica and nonsense, so it's coming out and it may come back in or it may get replaced. All of the wallpaper is going to be changed to paint. And as we come back around, we can view this shower stall. This shower has the lighter colored terrazzo inside, and the wonderful sliding plastic doors for the showers that collapses down for easy cleaning. So leaving the pool bathroom and going out to the backyard. We are composting in place, so we've got nice rich soil ready to go when we're ready. Unfortunately, nothing can be done about the cable box or the electrical box that lives in our backyard instead of some neighbors instead. And Sean is busy trimming the lower tree branches down, and we purposely did not remove these two big trees because they're going to be perfect to hang the hammock by. The absolutely huge azalea bush, and all of the rest of the yard is going to be edible landscaping, with the exception of the Easter lilies that Mom so proudly grew, and the iron plant, which you couldn't kill if you tried, and we're not going to try. We're going to save that and put it out around the garage in the front of the house. This tree has been here from the very beginning as well, and it's been trimmed and maintained, and the fence is built around it, so that's kind of interesting, and it isn't going anywhere. And neither is this one. This tree is actually the neighbor's tree, but it's up into our yard and pretty much over our roof, so that's going to be probably trimmed back some more. So coming around past the iron plants, we have the diving board platform. That's going to be jackhammered out and out of the way, and then the water supply that's there is going to be pulled back to the wall, and then just run a hose if we need to replenish pool water. The brick wall is going to stay, and the new barbecue is going to go in that spot. We have ourselves a praying mantis, courtesy of Larry's yard that he did not want to move to his new house. And we're, again, as I said, composting in place. So we've got lots of compost working to give us good earth. We've actually been composting where the original compost pile was. As I was growing up, we were already into composting. So this is all about 2 years of composted down wonderful earth that the loofah sponges are growing in already, and we're adding on, and of course you can see that there are more bags, so that it's time to mix the greens in with the browns and get the new compost piles absolutely cooking with gas. So again, we're coming around. This section is going to be taken out. This was going to be the world's biggest rotisserie. Dad was going for the Guinness Book, I think, but it never got completed. So this is going to get pulled out, and then the new barbecue is just going to slide in and take this spot. There's the swimming pool. Beautiful 10.5 feet deep lap pool. And the wonderful part is that if we are able to fit the geothermal heating and air conditioning system into the budget, that will enable us to heat the pool, which means we'll be able to use the pool 10 months out of the year, give or take, instead of 4, which really makes it worthwhile. Otherwise, I'm tempted to fill it in and make it more garden, but we'll see. If we can fit the geothermal into the budget, that's what I would prefer. And then we're going to re-roof the house with a metal roof, insulating it, sealing off the envelope of the house to be totally closed, which means that the attic will be virtually the same temperature as the rest of the house is, and hopefully we'll be able to add solar panels. We'd love to. Not sure that's in the budget either. So we're going to do everything we can do, including a new hot tub at some point, or doing all new plumbing for the existing hot tub. Not sure what's going to fit in the budget there. And we would really love to be able to redo the pool house. Not sure if that's going to happen anything more than getting a new door frame so that the pool house door closes. Again, it's all a matter of the budget. Okay, so this is the front of the garage. And in this bed, we're probably going to be growing strawberries, maybe something that vines up the wall. And then the cast iron plant is going to be a border around this little sidewalk. And part of what we're going to do is extend the roof line where this part is inset. And that way, the trash cans are under the roof and protected somewhat. What's really cool about living in Nassau Bay is the fact that they will pick up the trash from right here. We don't have to carry the trash cans down to the street. And this is the rest of the side of the house. And down to another gate that goes into the yard. Alrighty, that's the end of the tour. If we can do the solar panels, this is the side of the roof that it's going to be on. This is the south side that gets the most sun. And the proposal is for 35 panels, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's in the budget.